if you go to business school, typically, business school always tends to talk, especially in the world of startups, is how do we scale? How do we grow? How do we get investors and more money to make things bigger? And I think there's a certain place for that. But I know for us, what we found, that there's a couple different ways of making more money. You can scale up something bigger, more people, more trucks. Like in the pool business, we could scale our construction company up by our greater offering. More trucks, more people, more vehicles, more all of that to try to make that bigger. And that's how most people do it. They think same product, just do more of it. And the beauty is, there's a lot of that to be had. The downside to that is it's very difficult because when you scale, you add all these layers of things, of personnel, and then managing people, then management levels to handle people, and then additional customer interaction. And now instead of doing 10 things a year, you're doing 100 projects a year. You've scaled it up times 10, and you've got 10 times as many people to satisfy, to make sure you're doing the special touches, to doing all of those things. There's another way up that mountain. And the way that we found to do it is to not scale in size, but scale in value. So instead of us doing more, we've chosen to be a boutique company. We're only going to do this many projects. We're going to offer something really special, and we're going to give you more value than you possibly could imagine. And the net result is you pay more for that value. And by paying more for that value, I don't scale the company bigger. Instead, what I do is I get better at what I do. My employees get better as a team, and we're able to produce better and stronger and awesomer results every single solitary time we start something new. And the net result is greater value on the customer end, and then also the ability to raise the price, because it's purely economics. If you have a huge supply and a teeny tiny demand, your price goes way down because there's no one, there's so little demand for the supply. The flip side is, if you have a teeny tiny supply, and that's what we're talking about being boutique, keeping the numbers of projects down. If you have a tiny supply and create a huge demand, the pure economics would say, because the demand is so strong, the price can come up. And the net result is we can build a bigger company, not by doing more, but by giving value and creating enough value that all of a sudden the demand is so great that we can raise the price. Because the supply is staying small, the price goes up because there's so many more people wanting it. Someone's going to be willing to pay more. And to me, that's a lot more effective way of doing it, because that scaling is so painful. And we were once a company doing a lot of projects with a lot of crews and going crazy because of weather, because of timing, because of all of those things. Now we can control that because we offer the greatest amount of value, limit the number of projects, but created a huge demand because everybody's looking for our product. The net result is we can make more money and not have to do more work. And that, to me, is the ideal way to scale that mountain.